Obviously, you're going to roll with your boy Spence against Pacquiao, but do you think that's a tough fight? You think it's going to be a few rounds till Spence breaks him down? What do you think about that fight?
I think with the consistent pressure that Spence throws, nothing matters that Pacquiao does.
Pacquiao ain't got nothing for him?
He's not a Porter. He's not a Thurman. He's not a Danny Garcia. He's not none of those guys. Like, Spence is completely a different animal. Spence can move. He can box. He can punch. He can do a lot of different things in his arsenal. But the caliber of fighters he's been fighting hasn't shown him everything that Pacquiao would show him. So if Spence has to take it up another level, I feel like nothing matters. Like, Spence wins that, they'll say Pacquiao is old. They'll talk shit about Spence and all this other bullshit. But I feel like no matter what they say, to me personally, Spence has that other spark. He has that other ethos aspect that nobody else has.
Do you think he'll keep him on the outside with his range?
If it wants to come on the inside, that's where they fuck up at. Like, Spence is really a great inside fighter. Like, they fuck up. Like this is a bad fuck up fight. I'm telling you, watch what I tell you. Like, Spence is really coming to win. And no matter what, if it takes from the 11th round, if it's tied up, 12 rounds, Spence wins.
Jermell, have you talked to Spence?
Not about being friends and shit.
Yeah.
Have you talked to Spence or even talked to Derek James about kind of that fight and the preparation kind of strategy, anything like that?
Nah, honestly, I haven't. I've been really focused on my fight day in, day out. I haven't talked to Derek about it.
You told me yesterday between you and Castaño, he's going to come at you, you're going to come at him. You feel like it's going to be fight of the year. I know fighters maybe don't kind of want to get in fights of the year, right? You kind of want to be dominant. So what is it about Castaño's style that you feel it's going to be?
I haven't been in a fight where my life has been on the line to the extreme, you know? And if this is the moment that I got to put my life on the line for my family, I'm willing to take that risk, you know? Like, no matter what it takes, if Brian Castaño wants to fight and he wants to bang, I'm willing to bang. And if I have to box to win, I'm mentally smart enough to box to win. So with that being said, I'm undisputed. You know, like, this is an opportunity for me, not just for me, but for Texas. I'm excited, you know, I want this more than he do. It's all about who's hungrier. You know, we're both in shape type of fighters. We both can throw a lot of punches. I mean, obviously I don't throw a lot of punches because I punch hard. But, well, I'll punch hard for the 12 rounds. I don't think that because of, you know, they say power don't matter, but in this particular moment, I think power going to make a difference. Power going to make a difference on his pressure as well.
Talk about, obviously you always train to win, you train your hardest all the time, but him coming to your state, I feel like that gives you a little bit of edge, like no one's coming into your house to take what's yours.
I mean, you know, they could come fight. That's what the name of the game, right? I've been here 35 times. I want to take a chance in my life, you know? This is the chance that I take. Whenever I take a chance and it's somebody that's tough and rugged and ready to rumble, like, let's go. Like, bro, like, I don't hear a lot of shit talking, so I can't keep running your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I will push that out there, you know, like, this is what I do. I do strive off of Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth.
Jermell, really quick, obviously you become undisputed July 17th. Earl was successful against Pacquiao. I mean, it'd be hard to argue with Derek James right there being trainer of the year, right?
Correct.
You know, undisputed champion and having 3 of the 4 belts for Earl at welterweight. Why do you think that maybe, as mentioned earlier, maybe he is a little underappreciated or not spoke, Derek that is? Like, why do you think that?
Derek's from the old school, you know, like, they don't look for attention. A lot of people that's in boxing, they want to look for attention because they want their fighter. They want to be the coach that could get another fighter. Derek is the type of coach that doesn't want another fighter. So he's quiet, you know, like, it takes a lot to be that guy that say, hell, let me get the next fighter that's going to be a champion. Derek's looking at this opportunity like, hey, these are my studs, these are my guys, let's keep fighting. So Derek doesn't gravitate to that bullshit. So now, with your question, it's just like, you know, I think because of the talent, the natural talent that me and Earl both have, it takes nothing to defect what these opponents want. As long as you got 2 great fighters and you got a great coach who can stimulate the mind, hey, we're ready to win.
Obviously, you made the transition from Ronnie Shields to Derek a few years. Being under Derek and working with Derek now for a few years, what do you think, looking back throughout these years, what do you think has been the best thing he's brought out of you? You know,
just my personality, you know, like, a lot of people talk that shit and say, JERMELL wasn't talking like this until he got this money.
They don't know you.
Like I had that street money too. You know? like I was satisfied. I mean, a lot of people in the streets wasn't making much money as me still at that time. But thank God to boxing, I'm out of the streets, but I'm still boxing. I'm fucking shit up. Like that's what it's about. But because of Derek, it created a different humbleness in me. And then look at my career. Like I lost before. I've bounced back. I fought for more, and I have more hunger. I'm jet fuel, what they call it. And everybody remind me, Jermell, put that jet fuel together. Put that jet fuel. That JPA. Let's get more ethos. You know, sometimes in life you don't have to have too much. And it took a lot for me to do a press conference right now. You know, like I'm not really one of those guys. I can talk, yes, but I'm not really one of the talkers because I'm like a walker. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I'm really serious about everything I say, and I'm just afraid to say the wrong thing. So it's like I'm battling mentally with everything. And it takes a lot for me to be humble, I guess what they would call it. But I'm not arrogant. It's just I'm just not into the BS that people would say. You know, if you make a mistake in saying something dumb to me, I'm gonna correct it.
Do you feel that maybe people misinterpret you just because of how vocal, you're yourself, you're genuine? Do you feel that maybe because you're not what they want to see, right, the stereotypical, do you feel that maybe that's why people...
Yeah, well, I've learned a lot in life now after so long. No matter what they say about me, you just gotta keep being you. If I was decided to be who they said I'll be all kind of different people. Then I would be make much more mistakes. But I tend to be me, and as you guys come along as the media, I try to correct every mistake as I can. I pray and wish that y'all guys can get a true concept of me and figure me out. You know, I'm different, completely different from my twin brother, and that's all I expect and want from you guys. But my twin brother is just a warrior as me. I love my brother to death. We do have our ups and downs, but I just want the world to know the difference between JERMELL and JERMELL CHARLO. I have a lot that I fight for. I fight for integrity. You know, I fight for men. I fight for peace. I fight for everything. You know, I fight for power. I fight for strength. I fight for condition. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, who gonna last longer? Do you have more than that than I do?
Mel, real quick, Mel.
The first shot. You already landed the first shot.
I'm gonna land a lot more than that. That bitch come to get hit.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hey Mel, actually, real quick, can I get your opinion on Canelo Plantman if that fight were to take place? How does that play out?
Man, I can't make those. I can't make those calls because Canelo hasn't fought yet. I'm out of here, baby. I love y'all for the interviews. Stop y'all cameras. I'm ready to get out of here. I don't know what else to say.
Thank you.
I can't wait till my brother fucks him up tonight, right? You gonna be there?